Rell Seas is going to
be
over-dominate
excited for Rell
GPO.
Seas.
Rell Seas information.
Rell Seas.
Rell Seas.
What's going on, peoples? My name is Millz, and if you haven't been living under a rock, then you know about Rell Seas, which is a new up-and-coming One Piece game in development by Rell Games. But today we're gonna answer the question whether if Rell Seas is gonna be hot or a flop. Let's get into it. So if you didn't know, Rell Seas is being made by two brothers who own the Rell Games, this guy and this guy. They are most notably known for being developers who made the Shindo Life series, but they're on to new endeavors, and that endeavor is a One Piece game. Now, a lot of people think this game is the second coming of Jesus Christ, or a lot of people think it's hot garbage, it's gonna flop. So let's figure that out by reacting to some Twitter clips, some YouTube, and some TikToks. And by the end of it, I'll let you know what my concerns are for the game is. Now, quickly before we get into it, we have to break down what makes a good One Piece game. And to me, off the top of my head, here are some of the things. The first thing I would say is world building. You know, the main story, the side quests, the traveling in the world, the islands. What makes the world feel like you're immersed in a One Piece game, you know? You're a pirate sailing the seas, trying to conquer, or you're like a waysuit marine. The next most important thing to me is probably devil fruits. Come on now, that's the main selling point to every One Piece game. The rest just keeps you playing, but devil fruits draw you in. How many devil fruits are they gonna have? The usefulness of each devil fruit, the quality, the animations, all that. And then don't forget One Piece elements. I mean, we shouldn't rip off One Piece if we don't have the rights to, but it is a One Piece game. We have to have our hockeys and our awakenings and all the lore that comes with One Piece. And finally, the grinding. It's a One Piece game, man. One Piece has been out for a mad long, fam. One Piece is older than me. So we gotta have good grinding. Fun grinding, but lots of grinding. Because petty pirates and Shanks, there's a very big gap between them. And it should be illustrated in all One Piece games. So let's type in Rell Seas into Twitter and see what type of stuff we got going on here. Oh, hey, yo. What the hell? If the on mobs ain't bouncing, I don't want it. Okay. Sea beast for Rell Seas with reference photos is mentioned. So this is an example of what the sea beast look like. I believe this is from the Fisherman Island arc. And then, ooh, so it's a 1-for-1. Ooh. Okay, that's already giving me a concern that I'll have to show later in the video. They don't look too bad. They don't look too goofy. I mean, your brain is telling you like, wait, lions don't have fins, but if you disregard that, they look good. I mean, this is not like finalized and textured and all that stuff. Rell Seas development movie will drop. Gameplay with maps will be shown in an authentic form. Okay. When is that? June. Okay, we're not too long away, boys. That's like a month away when we get to see real footage of what the game is gonna look like. So stay tuned for that. 2 mounts. Okay. Okay, I mean, the models are good, don't get me wrong, but there aren't really any people who ride animals in One Piece. I mean, rideables are cool. This is alluding to me that traveling is going to be much different than, say, a game like Blox routes, because the only reason a player would want to use rideables is because traveling is slow on your feet. So maybe that's one of the ways they're going to illustrate that the world is bigger than what it really is because you move so slow. Okay, we got a soul fruit animation teaser. Let's see this. Walks up to him, grabs, rips, give me your soul. No, it's fetch me your soul. That's pretty cool. I mean, remember, it's a One Piece game. Not everything has to be a 1-for-1. I was just talking about it in my previous video where I did a message to the devs about all the good and bad things about the game. I was saying slow-mo animations are really on brand for One Piece. I mean, they work in a game like Project Slayers. I'm just nitpicking, you know? Okay, that's a really cool model of Kaku, I believe. Look pretty good. Okay, we got our Rob Lucci. Looks good. Looks very Rob Lucci. Ooh, we got some models of some wildlife. You see, this I like because when you make an open world game, it's more submersive when you're in the world and there's things around you moving, you know? So it's cool that they have these. I'm sure it'd probably be part of quests like get 6 T-Rex talons or something. They look good though. So I already previewed these videos beforehand, but in the first teaser, they basically show off the models. Now they look amazing, but that doesn't tell you anything about a game. There's a lot of games that are very visually pleasing and horrible. So it makes me happy to look at something nice, but okay, that looks good. Giving me very much Arcane Odyssey, you know. I can already tell that this game is gonna be definitely more tailored to the older kids playing instead of the younger. And that's where Blox has an edge. Okay, in the next teaser, they showed off more fighting here. The fighting in this game obviously looks very similar to GPO in the way that it is like a 5-hit combo and you bring it to the air and you do all that. It has a slow cinematic like Project Slayer. It's not no crazy innovation on their end. I mean, it's pretty normal in the Roblox scene, but I know they want to focus more on gun combat as well, so that's really cool. I know a lot of people say like, oh, there's no gun combat in any One Piece game, but like, people don't really be using guns like that effectively. We literally are taught to laugh at people with guns in like the first arc of One Piece when they shoot at Luffy and it bounces back. That's a hard Yoru, bro. That looks sick. I wonder if the range is gonna be different though. Like, you see how his Yoru is longer than the other guy's katana or whatever? Does that mean that his range is longer? Because if so, everybody's gonna have a long weapon. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it. It seems like it's more aesthetic and they actually all have the same range. I'd be very impressed if they did have different ranges though. Although that's gonna make some swords basically useless. Yeah, so we get the gist of the fighting style. And in the third teaser, they show off more of the animations. You see some of the slowdown animations that they got right here. You see more of the fruits. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I was looking at the animations right here. I don't know if this is finalized, so I'm just nitpicking, but I seen the barrier and I liked it. But when he did this, I thought that looked bad, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's a different lighting texture than Blox Fruit, so it's obviously gonna look different, but I don't think it looks crispy. Hopefully that's not the final version. That looks very basic. I'm nitpicking though, guys, because you have to understand, I'm coming from a place where people are saying this is a Blox Fruits killer. So in my head, I'm like, bro, this has to be top tippity tier for me to think this is a Blox Fruits killer. But that's cool. I like that it bounces off. Like, their physics are good. Their animations are good, but I don't know about their textures and stuff. So yeah, they just show off more of the fighting. We get to take a look at Venom Fruit. I think it looks good. It's very One Piece. Very, very One. Animations are nice on it. It looks scary, bro. But it's practicality, you know? Like, is this gonna be practical enough to actually use this? Like, when you fight PvP or even PvE, are you gonna want to use Venom Fruit? That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean when, is it more aesthetic than actual effective? And we get to look at Anel fighting. What is that actually? Oh, that boy got a goddamn Susano. And then we got our boy Phoenix Marticle. Looks pretty. I mean, nothing special to me. And then I don't know if any of these TikToks are gonna show us anything crazy, but let's take a look and see. Okay, so one of my main concerns right now is basically that it's gonna be a copy paste of GPO / Blox Fruits with a new skin on it. I mean, just because something looks different, it doesn't mean that it is. And to compete with something like Blox Fruits that has all the foundation, it's gonna be hard to sell somebody on doing something new but the same. You know what I mean? And the next thing I worry about is if they spread their resources too thin. And what I mean by that is they did so much on animations and textures and transformations and all aesthetically based things. But what if they haven't flushed out all the bugs, or the story is not compelling, or there's not enough to do? That's a very big concern. Some games look amazing, are huge, but there's nothing to do or nothing that encapsulates you. And I'm worried about that because they have only showed off these things. Now, granted, I could be totally wrong. They could have so much stuff and they just wanted to tease us with the visual stuff. And in June, when they drop the trailer video, it'll show how much you can do, which I hope is the case. I'm not a Rell Seas hater. I'm just trying to not jump on the hype train and back my boy Blox Fruits, bruh. Like, look what they did for me. Look how much fun I've had. Look for how long they've been doing it. You have to respect that. And with that being said, another concern is it's just not gonna be fun, because Blox Fruits has what, 15 billion visits, and of the player base, a lot of them are young kids who don't really watch One Piece. So the vibes that Rell Seas is giving off to me right now is older kid vibes, more like an Arcane Odyssey, something that is a little bit more plain but more like One Piece and more if you know type community. It's like, okay, if you know One Piece, like you'll know about this and you'll like this and all that. But I gotta break it to you, ever since I made my Fixing Blox Fruit series, I realized that most people don't watch One Piece who play Blox Fruits. So I feel like the community is small. That's why I don't believe that it's gonna be a Blox Fruits killer, because it's not gonna get more than 15% of the Blox Fruits player base to play Rell Seas, just based off the fact that it looks more like One Piece, it acts more like One Piece, and it has GPO style fighting. Because trust me, the Blox Fruits kids aren't trying to be sweaty. The comp players and the PvPers and the bounty hunters and the people who watch One Piece will be interested, but that's not majority of the community. But that's all I can figure out from what little footage I've seen. Remember, this is my opinion. If you disagree with me or you agree with me, let me know down in the comments section below. I'm not a Rell Seas hater. I like what the Rell bros do. I'm just trying to keep it 100%, you know what it is. If you guys want to see the video I did about all the good things and the bad things with One Piece, it'll be on the screen and in the description, and in a moment another video will pop up on your screen that you should probably go check out. But other than that, you already know what it is. Millz Mafia out. Yeah.